It's a bright, wonderful morning, and it's time for the hottest entertainment headlines right here on Tea Time. But it's not business as usual this morning, as we do have a high-profile guest. We'll be telling you who that is later on. But first, let's do the usual introductions. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and I'm here with the enthusiastic Elsie Godwin and the insightful Ife Oshunkeye. Hi, guys.
Hey.
So, good weekend?
Good weekend.
Yes, Ife, you look like you've had
If
enough rest.
Great weekend.
Like
What happened
what?
over
You've
the
had
weekend?
enough rest. You look very refreshed. You did, yeah? You had 48 hours sleep.
Well, I went out on Friday, so I was knocked out all through Saturday.
Okay.
And I slept all through.
Okay.
And I did the same on Sunday until later in the evening when I had
Do you love yourself? Like how refreshed you feel right now?
It's showing on his face.
You do love it.
Yeah.
So can you reduce your partying a bit? Like just rest more.
He has reduced it. You know, normally he would go partying
It's
Friday,
just
Saturday,
this
Sunday.
weekend. It's just this weekend. So I'm trying to get it out of him if you
Oh,
would
I
do
see.
that more
Okay.
often.
Now that you guys are saying I look refreshed, maybe I'll try more often. Then.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
Elsie,
new?
What's new? A lot. Like this
we've only
weekend.
got time for one, please.
Yeah,
so the biggest
this
for the main.
this weekend has been crazy. The biggest has to be Davido and T Lolo.
Is that the biggest?
Elsie, what's the biggest for you?
Osas
Osas and Benro is normal celebrity marital issues like we're all
So
used to
it's
that.
now normal.
You get it's now normal in the entertainment
the world
sphere.
is desensitizing
But I
us.
like the fact that the clap back T Lolo gave Davido was amazing, and that
Classic.
shows you that is a very intelligent,
person.
articulated woman that knows exactly what she wants and she knows what she's gone in for. And Davido said a lot of things that were not even true about her because I had to go to her page and this girl is damn.
Sorry?
Sorry.
Okay.
But then we also Davido
Just
apologized,
amazing.
and I think we can just move on from there.
Oh, no.
'Cause
Okay.
that apology
The
was
apology
apt
is not
and
enough,
beautiful.
man. You don't have to react
The
to
apology
everything.
is enough. Thank you.
It's a stepping stone to anywhere you want to get to. So for anyone to apologize is a stepping stone.
Well,
so
this
let's
is
take
not the
that.
And
first
we
time
have
we-
accepted
But
the
we'll do it
apology.
again.
Okay, all right.
Till then.
Till then, exactly. All right, guys, as mentioned earlier, it's not business as usual this morning as we do have a studio guest. And it's time to introduce that studio guest. She's a model and hails all the way from Enugu State. She's a transformational speaker, education enthusiast, actress, and is currently a reigning beauty queen. She outsmarted 17 other contestants that made it to the final before eventually clinching the crown. She started the journey of beauty pageants when she contested and won Miss Abuja some time back. She's so regal, she oozes poise, grace, and charm. At a staggering height of 6 feet and 2 inches, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the 42nd Miss Nigeria, the charming, the elegant, and the super-duper stylish Chidinma Aaron.
Woo!
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for
Welcome.
coming onto the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so where do we even start? Who wants to go first?
Well, I think I really want to get clarity on one of your interviews because you said you have 3 role models. One is Michelle, second Oprah, and your mom is the third for different spheres of life, right? So I need to know what category does your mom fall under? What sphere of life does she fall under?
Well, just to correct you, I have different role models for different spheres of life. My mom basically is my role model for living, for surviving and making it through life, for being wise, for handling life, basically, challenges and all.
Okay, I just needed clarity in that.
Okay, let's talk about beauty pageants, generally speaking. You know, what would you say in terms of today's beauty pageants, the competition and the whole process in comparison to other beauty pageants that have taken place in the past? Because I know like this year, or was it when you won last year anyway, it was more themed towards, you know, a social cause. And I don't think prior to that, they had done things like that during the interview process. But you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, I don't think it was themed to, it's really more brainy nowadays.
Okay.
So the paradigm has shifted
Exactly.
greatly. Now it's more about the beauty within, not the aesthetic. And it's more about what you have upstairs, your intellect. It matters greatly, almost more than your beauty, really. So, but I think for you to actually win or to make it in today's beauty pageant world, you have to have a good balance of both worlds. So yes.
Okay, there's an interview of yours I read where you talked about feminism, and I think that's one of the core things you're working on aside the girl child and sexual abuse and feminism comes in. I mean, most of your interviews says that. So what is that message you think is being misunderstood when it comes to feminism?
I think when it comes to feminism, a lot is being misunderstood. Society, men and women alike, tend to take it to mean rocking shoulders, saying who's more, highly placed in society than who, when it comes to men and women, but that's not it. They tend to see it as a fight between men and women, a fight for roles, a fight for placements. That's not what it is. And with the girls' empowerment movement under Green Girls Project, I hope to correct that. Yeah.
So what is feminism to you?
So basically, I am of the school of thought that feminism is affording men and women equal opportunities for equal outcome. That's basically it.
Okay, so you also refer to your crown as an office, right?
Yes.
I'd like to understand that. How is it an office and what are the responsibilities you have right now?
Okay. It's an office in the sense that I literally go to work and I literally receive salary. And I have duties and roles I play.
Aside the 3 million naira, you get salary.
Or is that incorporated into the 3 million?
If we're discussing this, then I have to discuss your paycheck too. But
yeah, no problem. We can.
Well, and yeah, I really won't go into my financials, but I work as though I was going to an office because I actually do go to an office. Miss Nigeria organization is different from what you have with a lot of other beauty pageants out there. We are a girls' empowerment platform. So I basically have been empowered. And in turn, I'm empowering other girls. I'm empowering other people, other women in our country. So yes, I do go to work. It's really an office. I have duties. I have, things I do, just like how you all do, reports and all. Yes, I have things like
All
that.
right, okay, all right.
Us.
But let's go on a break first when we
okay,
come back.
cool.
All right, time for a break. When we return, we'll continue chatting to the 42nd Miss Nigeria Chidinma Aaron. We'll be right back. It's where the big stories live. This is Plus TV Africa.
When I did it, I was full on, hands-on on the whole project.
So how did you deal with it? All of that negativity?
I got depressed, obviously. Duh. Haven't you heard?
I've got 2 of the hottest topics currently trending on social media. If you've seen the word Senate trending on Twitter, that's because the Nigerian police force has gone Trump style.
I haven't shared this with anyone, but I reckon I get about 100 people asking for help a day. That's a fact. I can prove that.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. Up next is a continuance of our dialogue with reigning beauty queen, Miss Nigeria Chidinma Aaron. Okay, so before the break, we were talking about, the finances and, you said you have, you get a paycheck,
Right.
and if it was really asking, because one of the reasons why we do the show is to get clarity on so many aspects, so we don't need to get into the nitty-gritty of every,
Or
naira that
the
you...
figures. We just need to know, do you get extra salary apart from the 3 million naira, like on a monthly basis or annually?
What I want to know basically is, if that 3 million is what you're getting as a salary now, or if you had that all in one lump sum when you won.
Okay, so I really honestly will totally not talk about my financials right now, just so I don't put pressure on myself. But like I said, I do get a salary. So speculate and work around that.
Yes.
Maybe one day I'll, I don't know.
You see, because
find a
the
way to
thing
work
is that
around it.
everyone reported that you won 3 million naira, so it's public knowledge.
Yes, no, that's...
So you won the 3 million naira?
Yes, I did.
Yes, okay, so in addition, so we should say in addition, yes? You
Oh,
get
you're
your
such a
monthly
good
salary.
journalist.
So we're going to end it there, in addition, yes? Yes, you're not saying anything. Well, all right then. I think we've gotten the message. Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Yes,
You wanna
Elsie?
say
Okay, so when you talk of empowering the girl child, which is what you're focusing on here,
Right.
what do you hope to do differently that has not been done? Because we have so many NGOs picking that particular aspect, and aside that, there is work to be done. So what do you hope to do differently?
Well, the goal really is not to do something differently. Is to work effectively.
Okay.
That's my goal. But one of the ways I work that really brings out, positive results is to be empathic, to be close to the people I'm trying to reach out to. Not just to come and hand out things to them and leave, no. But go in there, spend time with them, not just on camera, but off camera as well. Get to know these people, get to know what they really need, what's the real problem. Because I know for a fact that needs are peculiar to people, to individuals. You can't just sum it up and say, oh, this is what you need, or you just need knowledge or something, or, no. So I hope to, relate more with them. That way I learn more. That way I know how best to serve them.
Okay. Speaking of working effectively, at the end of your tenure, what would you look back on and be like, yes, I'm glad I did this?
To have effectively and efficiently handled the Green Girl project in my year, and everything that comes with being Miss Nigeria successfully without qualms. That would be beautiful.
Okay, all right. So now I want to talk about, the beauty aspects, because when I look at you, your skin glows. So I'm like, let's know your beauty regimen, in terms of what you do, and if you have any beauty secrets, and also if you're thinking about getting into the beauty industry, because a lot of beauty queens these days get into that industry and then come up with their own beauty products in terms of creams and other things as well. So let's know your beauty regime, and then if, you're going to be launching into the beauty industry.
Well, my beauty regime is really simple.
Okay.
So hydrate, cleanse, make sure you don't sleep with makeup on. I do use coconut oil to take off my makeup, because I found that cleanses it properly.
Okay.
And I also exfoliate and try not to wash my face with harsh soap for any reason. Sometimes you might be on the run, or you just want to, I avoid that completely.
Okay.
So I'll say hydrate, exfoliate, use good, or mostly organic skin products. That will help, really.
Okay.
So, yes.
So will you be launching into the beauty industry, or that's not your thing?
So as for that, it's interesting because I already have a hair care product.
Okay.
So yes, so I mean, no, when you have something, you'd love to share it, right? So yeah, that's my own way of letting people in on my, lifestyle secrets and all. So you get to shop and then.
All right. So still speaking on the beauty, does your beauty intimidate men?
Okay. Let me ask you, does my beauty intimidate you?
No, I'm not the type to be intimidated. So
Okay.
tell us, does it?
I wouldn't know. I'm not a man, but I don't think it does.
But has that affected your relationship status in any way? Are you dating? That's where I'm going.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I love this voice. I love this set. I love how you guys roll out the questions, how you all roll out the questions. Okay, so relationship status, I'll just keep that one as one of those things like in my purse that I just keep and not.
Why do you want to keep it in your purse? Is there any particular reason?
I just love having privacy at
Okay.
all.
Okay.
So
All right, so
Can you
let
mix
me
the
ask
two?
you.
Sorry, if let me just really finalize on this, because I really don't understand. Because you see, the reason why I ask is you've come to the limelight. You've won the
Right.
award. You know there's no going back. You're going to be
Right.
like a goldfish in a bowl, and everyone's going to all eyes are going to be on you. So for you to say you want to keep some things private, especially during so many interviews that you have on TV, how do you hope to balance that?
well, I know for a fact that I still have rights to privacy, and I still have rights to what I share and what I don't share. So I intend to hold on to that for as long as I can until someone's able to, find out something, or I let it out of the bag myself. But for now, I'll just like to. I'm Miss Nigeria, right? So it's assumed that I am a miss, right? I'm single, so it's fine.
Oh. okay, so she just laid it out.
No, well.
So now, okay, my next question is going to be, what are your qualities in a man, in the right guy?
That you
what
like?
are the qualities you're looking for in a man?
Someone that's full of love.
Okay.
Someone who's spiritual, who's a
Okay.
Christian, preferably.
Okay.
Someone who is intelligent and has, drive,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
And someone who's empathic, who treats people well, not just me.
Okay. All right. We have more questions on that.
I'm not a slay queen because I didn't hear it must be rich. Almost TV. Is that part of the quality?
No.
She won't even discuss her finances
Oh my
if
It don't matter if it's broke or
Well,
well what.
he won't be broke if he's all these things. Okay.
Did you
what
hear that?
if
He
it's not?
won't be
He
broke
won't
if
be
it's
broke.
all these things.
You know what? Let's come back to that. Let's go on a quick break. All right. When we come back, we'll be finding out more from our guest, reigning beauty queen Chidinma Aaron. Stay here and don't go anywhere else. We'll be right back.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am. If you no talk, dem go beat you. Na 2,500 I dey pay.
Welcome back. It's still tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're swiftly moving on as we chat to Her Majesty, Miss Nigeria Chidinma Aaron. So before the break, Elsie has been dying to ask you this question, and I have a question as well, so I'll let Elsie go first.
Okay, I like that you're keeping your relationship private, yeah? And but you're talking
Her
feminism.
relationship, she didn't tell you she has a relationship. So.
If there's no road there. So feminism is when you talk about when Nigerians really have the conversation on social media and they tell you people are getting it wrong, it's mostly from the relationship aspect. So I would like to get your opinion on feminism and relationship. Where do we draw the line?
It's a very interesting question, Elsie.
The beautiful thing is that there really shouldn't be any line if you understand what feminism is, really. Like I said, it's not a catty thing, it's not a hierarchical thing, it's not any of that. In a relationship, it still remains, especially in marriage, that woman should submit to the man. It's the way to make it work. You know, so if you're going against that, then you're just starting a new thing entirely that I don't know what we'll call that, but that is not what we're preaching. That's not what feminism is.
What's your definition of submission in a marriage?
Or even in a relationship.
No, in a marriage. I think let's focus on a marriage because relationship is different.
For a marriage, submission really is not fighting to take the role of the man away from the man. He's the head of the house. He's the head of the house. Whether you're providing more or if you're providing less, he remains the head of the house. There are things that are expected of you, there are things expected of him, you know, just do the needful.
If you're a career woman and then your husband tells you stay at home, don't go to work, is that submission if you listen? Or if you go all out and be like, no, I have to work, would you say she's insubordinate?
Well, I don't think the conversation will go like that. No, I have to work on you, because there'll be reasons, there'll be communication, there'll be, you know, information shared amongst them that will lead to whatever conclusion that would, you know, that they will arrive at, depending on the situation, you know. So I can't really say, oh, go or don't go. It depends on what's going on, what's said, what's communicated to the woman, or, you know, back and forth. But at the end of the day, I'll just say in that situation, communicate, listen, and say what you mean, and try to understand, you know, and then see if it's the best thing, if you know and you've come to terms with the fact that in your heart, it's the best thing for you to do to stay. Don't try to be stubborn or try to prove a point and just say, you know what, I don't care, I'm totally going to go to work. That's now taking power away from love. That's now trying to tear your marriage down by yourself. You know, just do the needful. Live your truths, basically.
Okay, let me be direct with this question. Will you put your career on hold for marriage?
I mean, I don't. That's a lot. Well, I'm just thinking. What will happen that will make my career affect my marriage that much that I'll have to put, you know, I'm just checking. I've not been in that situation, so I just...
late nights, and I'm sure your career right now, you have to go for late night events, and like the issue of Benro and Osas and things
Really?
like that. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So, would you put everything on hold? You'd be like, oh, I can't attend this event because it's late night because I have to attend to my child or my husband.
No, I really don't want to go into that scenario because it's dire to someone right now, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
No, but
I don't know what's going on there. No, but yeah, but really, at the end of the day, I value family, so I wouldn't do anything that will harm my family or anything that will take me away from my family to the extent that it will become a problem.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Right.
So, no.
I want to know if you are the breadwinner in your home, it happens, you know, not maybe at the outset, but if it happens that something drastic happens and you happen to be the breadwinner, would you still be submissive to your husband?
Totally.
Okay.
That's my husband. Of course I will be submissive to him.
And if it happens that, you know, his lack or inability to earn, you know, has extended from 1 year to 10 years?
I'll be Nigerian and say that's not my passion.
Okay, I'm sure Tokumbo will soon say our time is up, but what advice do you have for young girls that are looking up to being a beauty queen like you? Because I've come to understand that it's not just about the beauty, it's not just about the crown. There's more to it. So what advice do you have for them?
I'll say work on yourself. If you've tried before and you didn't make it, don't fight the system. Look at those people who made it. Check what they have. Tell yourself the truth. You know, research what an elegant woman is. Research what beauty is. Look for the things you're lacking. Practice them consciously over, say, 66 days, because that's how long it takes to build the habits. And then try again. You know, don't stop. Don't stop. Whatever your dream is, don't stop. Keep pushing. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it, because you can. So just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, guess what? You totally will make it. So yes, I'll just say I'm rooting for you. I want to hear your success story. So keep pushing.
All right. I think you're a good counselor right now. So I'm going to say, what's your advice to women going into marriages for financial stability?
That's interesting. So I'll say, I don't know what's prompted. I can't relate. I'm sorry, I can't relate, but for that reason, I can't really speak much on it. But I'd say, sit down, look at yourself. There's a reason we're created. There's more to you than just sitting at home and waiting for money to be handed over to you, you know, which takes away your voice. You'd want to dig deep and find that reason for which you were brought to this world.
Okay.
It's more than just being a wife.
All right, let me ask you about your relationship with, because some of the things that you said, I kind of sense that you have a relationship with God, and that you're, yes, and I'm not saying
That's
that, you know, just on the surface. I don't know. I think
okay.
there's more. I don't know, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sensing that it's influencing some of the answers that you've given on relationships, on submission, on feminism. but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the case? And then I think I noticed as well on your Instagram page, there was something, a Bible quote or something. So I'm like, is that all tying up? Do you have a close, or you're just, I don't know how to say it, but...
Winging it?
I don't know, I was...
Okay, no. So I'm a firm believer in God.
Okay.
Yes, and everything I am and I do and I say stems from my belief. I don't beat myself up, I don't beat people up. I'm forgiving with myself and with people. I love myself and I love people. I'm a transformational speaker, so I guess that's where most of these things come from.
Oh, I see.
Transformational speaker, great.
So.
Okay, final question.
All right, you represent Nigeria.
Right.
Even though it was a beauty pageant, but you are Miss Nigeria.
Right.
So I'd like you to just speak briefly on the election postponement and how it's affected a lot of people, and
10 seconds.
Use this platform to speak to the government.
No reason has been given as to why the election was postponed, and I feel it shouldn't be. I feel the government should speak to her people. People came out, youth corpers, I mean, indigents, people traveled, people spent money, people locked up shops. A lot of money was lost in a day. I feel it's not okay. I feel something has to be said to the citizens about why that had to happen, and I pray that come the next date, 23rd, the election actually holds.
All right.
And I'll just urge Nigerians to please vote. Don't lose heart, please vote.
Okay, and that's how we're going to wrap up on Tea Time this morning. We're totally out of time, but we're back later this afternoon, same time, same place, same platform. In the meantime, you can comment on Twitter on any aspects of the program using the hashtag Tea Time. Until then, big ups to my colleagues on set, Ife, Elsie, the entire production team, and our studio guest, the reigning 42nd Miss Nigeria Chidinma Aaron. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I am Tokunbo Taiwo saying thanks for watching, and from all of us here, do have a wonderful morning.